I recently attended ISPOR EU in sunny Glasgow, and one theme came up again and again across the different sessions and panels. The JCA, or Joint Clinical Assessment, is transforming the European HTA landscape, bringing both real opportunity and real operational complexity. For those working in market access, regulatory, or evidence strategy, the JCA isn't just another acronym. It represents a fundamental shift toward a single EU level clinical assessment, and all medicines will be required to go through this process from 2030. While member states will still make their own pricing and reimbursement decisions, clinical effectiveness and safety assessments will increasingly be harmonized. But this transition is far from frictionless. Across ISPOR discussions, three key challenges stood out to me. First, PCOS. PCOS will now be identified through a PCOS survey, which will aim to include the needs of all member states. That level of coordination sounds ideal, but in practice, it means navigating diverse clinical practices, comparator expectations, and national priorities. One takeaway was clear. Early PCOS simulation is essential. Companies need to model multiple potential PCOS scenarios early in development to align evidence plans and avoid mismatches between trial designs and final assessment criteria. Additionally, the JCA has rigid evidence requirements. The JCA introduces a standardized framework, but national evidence requirements between member states vary significantly. As a result, companies may find themselves meeting EU-level clinical expectations while still needing supplemental national evidence packages. This tension could increase workload rather than reduce it, at least in the near term. There's also uncertainty, which is driven by the inflexible JCA timelines. Under the JCA, timelines are tight and EU aligned and allow very little flexibility. That rigidity increases the operational risk if unexpected issues arise, such as data availability, comparator concerns, or documentation gaps. That leaves limited room to adjust. This could lead to inconsistent dossier quality and potentially impact downstream national decisions. Although there are challenges when it comes to navigating JCA, and there will naturally be some teething pains as the first wave of JCAs roll out, this shift in the EU could mean faster access for patients, more consistent decision-making, higher expectations for evidence quality, and increased harmonization. For organizations developing new technologies, JCA-aligned evidence planning must start early, much earlier than before. What is critical is planning your stakeholder engagement, conducting early PCOS simulation, and anticipation of member state variability to ensure success with EU HTA.